Hello, viewers, my dear admirers. I am here before you to talk today on a different aspect. Have a look as to how I am trying to convince you for the better prospect of our life. Dear friends, you might have heard about the propaganda that certain political party is making from very beginning, from when they have come to power, and they are demanding that they are going to establish a Hindu Rashtra. But I do feel that this propaganda, this demand is nothing but a mirage that is being shown to the people of our country, those who are basically very much ignorant and having no clear vision of life as to how they should think for their future and for their present as well. Due to lack of proper education, lack of proper awareness, and lack of proper political view, the people are being misguided very easily. They are made to believe that if they support certain political parties, they will have the better prospect in future. This is nothing but a false demand and false propaganda. I do feel that in this pluralistic society where the people of different caste, creed, and different social categories people are living in our country, here a singularistic society cannot establish its moderate feeling, moderate system of administration in the country, because in order to dominate the large number of Dalits and so-called downtrodden people, the government will surely adopt certain repressive measures to stop any sort of effort that are being made by the people of the genuine people, those who are conscious people, and in that case the oppressed and downtrodden people will be automatically very badly repressed, and they will be repressed by adopting all sort of repressive measures. Like the colonial power in our country, the present government is adopting all sort of unlawful and illogical rules and regulation, which are just the revival of the reactionary rules adopted by the British people. For example, the Rowlatt Act, that was enacted by the British to stop the Indian people from getting involved in anti-British movement. Similarly, presently different of laws have been enacted, and people, those who are trying to say against the government's misrule or any sort of wrong measures that are being taken by the government, and they are charged with sedition. For merely making a dissidence, making a difference of opinion, people are being charged with dissidence and charge of sedition. And this Rashtrodrohita, this is a false charge is made against the innocent people, those who are trying to protest against the unruly system of administration of the government. So this is very unfortunate. And when such a singularistic society will be established, the absolute powerful people will dominate the powerless and weak people by adopting such more means, and this mirage of Hindu Rashtra will go in vain. Besides that, the Hindus, although they demand to be as Hindus, but they are having so many fragments and so many caste and subcaste, they do not observe all of them as truly Hindus. In practice, they do not. Although in their supposition they feel that they are Hindus, but in practice they do not accept them as Hindus. They are either treated as Dalits, as Sudras, and downtrodden, and so on. And these people will never be accepted equalized standard. Besides this, in a singularistic society also, the powerful people, those who are having the absolute power, they do not tolerate any sort of differences or any sort of protest made by the subordinates. And when the downtrodden and oppressed class will try to raise their voice, they will be charged of sedition. And their false dream of having an Hindu Rashtra will go all in vain, and they will be mesmerized and stupefied. They will be not only disappointed, there will be a lot of disillusionment by seeing this type of misrule adopted by the Indian British government. Actually, the government of India is being run like the Indian British, and they don't have that much liberal attitude towards the people, those who are having there any sort of differences with the policies and principles adopted by the present government. This is very unfortunate, and this unfortunate situation will be intensified further if it is ruled by only a singularistic social leaders. And people, those who are having their weak economic background and those who are not having proper educations and training, those who don't have their social status to be called as the standardized people, they will be looked down upon. They will be treated like not only the second class citizens, rather they will be treated as the lowest and downcast people. And because of that, a large number of people will lose their identity as the truly Indians and truly acceptable class of our society. And thus this type of false propaganda of Hindu Rashtra will surely go in vain, and there is a clear indication about it in the present different activities adopted by the present government. I don't go against everything of this present government, but some of the rules are adopted by this government which are not very healthy, not very democratic, not very liberal. The government has adopted many sort of positive efforts, and the good efforts are bringing to some extent to little bit benefit to a large section of the population, but still the social status of the downtrodden and the people, those who are having no such class, no such category, no such quality and no such social standard, these people are not taken up to the mark, up to the level of the common in Indian Hindus. They are treated as only either Dalits, or they are called as converted Dalits, as Christians. They are treated as converted Muslims. Converted Dalits are Shudras, those who are now called as Muslims. And these large number of people, those will be ill-treated and suppressed in the long run, in the due course, and then there will be a lot of chaos and there will be a lot of violences. And in this certain situation of chaos and violence, no people of our country will live and in peace, and there will be no prosperity at all. That's merely by turning the country into an Hindu Rashtra, it is only a mirage, and this mirage will be broken very soon as this secularistic society will establish the paramount authority on each and every aspects of the administration, every department of the administration. And I do fear that if this happen, that only a secularistic society will run the administration of the country, then this will not only jeopardize the country's total system of administration, rather it will create a lot of havoc, a lot of tension and a lot of fightings and all sort of misunderstanding and hostility in the country. And these are very unhealthy situations. These will be very evil consequences for our country. And I do feel that such unawareness should be overcome. The people of a large section of poorer and economically backward section people, those who are not at all having any interest in politics, those who are the blind follower and blind believer, these people will be further sand-blighted. India is a country where people follow a religion out of blind faith, and naturally this blind faith will be further strengthened. And the people, those who are born in this majority family also, but they don't have their blind faith, they are rationalistic people, not ritualistic, rather rationalist people. These people also will feel suffered, because these opposition, any sort of opposition, whatever it will be there before the ruling government in future, and if this singularistic government comes to power, in that case these people, those who will not believe in this type of traditional ritualistic system of religion and practices, they will also charged of sedition. Naturally, the people of progressive mind and rationalistic mind will also be treated as the unwanted or outcast population of a country. They will be treated as most unexpected people, and they will be harassed, and they will be troubled, and they will be put into the different machinery of administrative machinery, and they will be charged of different type of false charges, and life will be a hellish one. Then in this certain situation, I do expect that people, those who are having their rationalistic mind, those who are having their education and training, those who are having their proper broadness of mind, they should think positively, and they should try to understand that what they are going to do for their future generation. Are they opting to create a chaotic society in the future? Are they opting to create a certain society where will be only restlessness, unrest, and havoc for the people? Are they trying to observe a certain society where there will be only ethnic violences? And are they thinking that driving away this large number of converted Muslims or Christians away from the country, they will live in peace? It can't happen. These are all impractical suppositions, and these suppositions will never be materialized. That's why whatever the government is making a propaganda, this will not bring any fruitful benefit for the people, and people will suffer a lot. Not only that, this suffering will cause physical and mental tension for the people. People will lose their interest in living a good life. And this will hamper educational development, this will hamper the industrial development, this will hamper the trade and business, this will hamper the peace and serenity of the country. And if a country is troubled by this type of all sort of restlessness, violence and misunderstanding, hatred and contempt, this will just create a coldness, extreme coldness in our feelings. People will not be able to tolerate one another, and this lack of tolerance will cause all sort of social tensions. And this situation can only be prevented if we are very much conscious, if we think that our country is our own, and we are supposed to make a situation for the people of our country so that they should live in peace, and our future generations will have their prosperity in their life. And in that case only we can expect a better India, and we can live in a better India. Not only that, we can leave behind our better India for our future generation. And this is the high time, and this is the high time for all the conscious people to think in this direction and make people aware that this mere dogmatic supposition for gaining power, it is done by only some crooked people. They are cunning people. They opt nothing for the benefit of the people. Rather, they opt for their personal development, personal interest. We have read history. We know that Adolf Hitler, who organized a group of hooligans, group of criminals to establish a certain chauvinism, extreme nationalism in the name of the German purity of blood. And Hitler wanted that the German population only will be dominated by the Germans, and rest of the other people like the Jews, like the Christians, those who are physically incapable to do anything, such handicapped people, all these people should be exterminated from the society. Hitler did so. Even he exterminated the Christians, those who are belonging to his own religious community, but they are physically invalid, mentally imbalanced, and he deployed his organized hooligans, criminals to exterminate the Jews and all the dissidents, those who went against Hitler. And by this way, he occupied power by terrifying people, by intimidating people, by making people afraid of his power, and by misusing that power of that Muslims. And after coming to power, you know that within a very short time, he showed that arrogance in the world politics, and he got the country involved in the Second World War and ultimately got ruined. The country's economy was badly ruined by Hitler himself, and he did so only in the name of extreme chauvinism. As the demand of establishment Hinduism is nothing but extreme chauvinism. The Hindus only will be the dominant people of the country, and they will run the administration. The rest of the people will have to depend only upon the mercy of these majority people. This is a false demand. The people will not live on mercy. People will live on mercy of God, the Creator, and whosoever will try to become the God for the country, they will not be tolerated. And there will be a certain group, certain large number of groups, those will go against such mistreatment, ill treatment, and wrong treatment done by the government. And I know that this will happen if such singulistic, extreme nationalism type of false demand is made, and if there is an effort made by the government in future that has been started, then this will cause more of sufferings and trouble for the people. We should be careful about that. We should think for the future generation, and we should opt for establishment of a certain civilized society where all people will live in peace and live in serenity. Then our country will prosper. I expect that you should think in this direction and think for the betterment of the nation, and think liberally for all the people, irrespective of their color, caste, creed, sect, and sex. Be truly human, and develop your human feeling for others. I expect that you should understand my point of view, and don't take it otherwise, and open up your mind, make it more rationalistic, and try to convince others. Don't be blind follower of anything. Don't grow a blind faith, because the blindness of faith will just make your mind stagnated. You will be more ignorant in future as well. That's why come out of this ignorance, this darkness of ignorance, and be, gentlemen, truly civilized Indian. I expect that you should give my this video a little like, and subscribe it, so that my ideas can be transmitted to all of you, those who are having the like-minded and this progressive-minded as well. Thank you all. Have a nice time. Thanks.